U.S. troops have started arriving in Turkey. They are there to protect against a growing threat from Syria. I want to go live to Nick Payton-Walsh, who's in Istanbul. And Nick, tell us why these U.S. troops are manning these Patriot missile defense batteries in the border of Syria.
Well, it's simply because Turkey requested NATO's help from this. We heard Turkish media reports late last night saying that nearly 30 American military personnel had arrived and were staying in a hotel in Gaziantep in the south of the country. And now the U.S. Embassy expanding on that, saying that since today, personnel and equipment has been arriving in the Incirlik air base, often staffed by U.S. personnel in the south of the country. And slowly this will build in the weeks and months ahead, of course, complemented by German and Dutch personnel and equipment, each nation contributing 2 Patriot missile batteries, these designed to shoot down weapons. Of course, the history of this starting months ago, in which there were exchanges of fire between the Syrian and Turkish military, Turkey accusing of Syria of firing into its territory. That's where the request came from. And now finally we're seeing the US contributing to this NATO mission here, Suzanne.
Nick, do we think that this is an escalation when you look at what is taking place there between Syria and Turkey?
Well, it's very clear that both Turkey, NATO and the US regard this as an entirely peaceful issue. They're simply about trying to protect Turkish territory from these artillery shells, which there haven't been too many of in the past few months at all. The concern really, though, is as we reach what many see as the end game in this 21-month-long civil war now across the border in Syria, that the Syrian regime will resort to the nastier weapons in its arsenal. Chemical weapons, some say. US officials have accused them of using Scuds in the past weeks or so. So that's what many hope these Patriot missiles will protect Turkey from. The big escalation, though, is psychological. We now have America and the world's biggest military machine, NATO, slap on the border of this very messy civil war in a very volatile area where there are lots of Syrian rebels, lots of desperate regime soldiers, and that's a potentially very dangerous mix, Suzanne.
All right, Nick Payton-Walsh, thank you, Nick. Appreciate it. 5 men.